Hello everyone, Ains here from Seasoned Gaming, and today we're going to be taking a look at this Last of Us 2 Ellie statue with the bow from Dark Horse Comics. So this is something I ordered several months ago, and obviously it's a couple months after the Last of Us 2 release now, but this just began shipping out to customers, and I'm really looking forward to this one to see what the quality is like, especially compared to some other statues that I have. So, as you can see here, this is officially licensed by Sony and Naughty Dog. It's a limited edition of 500. And to give you a better look at the box here, that's the back of the statue. And that is the front. So I'm pretty excited to take a look at this. We'll pop it open in 1 second, and as you can see behind me here, we have a couple things for comparison. So let me move this real quick and just kind of show you what else we have. So if you pay attention to the channel recently, we've also looked at this, which is the Witcher 3 Leshen statue from Dark Horse. Now this feels a little bit lighter, probably a little bit smaller than what we're going to see out of this new Ellie, but I have this out for comparison. The quality on this one is good, not great. So like I said, we'll see how that compares. We have that here. And of course, we also have the Collector's Edition statue from Last of Us 2. So this came with the official Collector's Edition and the Ellie Edition from Sony, and I like this one quite a bit, especially considering it came with the game itself. You know, it's not up to the quality that you find on aftermarket statues, but then again, none of the ones that really come with games are, but I still really enjoy this. So I'm looking forward to kind of having this with Ellie playing the guitar next to the more kind of visceral version of Ellie, where she's you know, got her bow in hand and ready to pay some vengeance. So let me put these behind me, and we will get into opening this box. So like I said, I ordered this several months ago, and been waiting for it for a while. So alright, so right on the top, as with a lot of statues, you get a certificate of authenticity, and this is limited edition of 500. Like I said, we have edition 183, so that's pretty good. Let me get this open here. Okay, so right away, it looks to be packaged, and in terms of size, looks to be relatively similar to the Collector's Edition. So we'll see, like I said, in terms of quality, how this stacks up. Let's start with the base. So as is typical with many of these statues, you have the, you know, Last of Us Part 2 and numbering, and the base here looks to be very similar, at least in design, to the Collector's Edition statue, though it does, at least at first glance, feel a little bit heavier. We'll see. Okay. Let's get Ellie out of the bag here. So with statues like this, you know, I've done a lot of statue reviews if you paid attention to the channel. I definitely am taking a look at the weight, the build quality of the actual polystone piece, and the level of texture detail that you'll see in various areas here. So right away I can tell you that, especially in comparison to the Collector's Edition statue, this is higher quality. This is more detailed, it's heavier, and it is also painted better. So I'm not going to be able to give you the most up close look at her face and the details there. But if you take kind of a look there, you see her face, you can see the blood splatter here, as well as some of the details on her backpack, which is really neat. I love that they have the actual emblems, badges that she had, especially the one she got from Joel if you've played the game, touching moment in the game. Her tattoo on her arm looks really, really good. In fact, again, it looks, from a painted quality, it looks better than the Collector's Edition statue. So if I can see, if I can, let me put this down for a second. So if you take a look at her face right there, you can kind of see the level of detail on her eyes and eyebrows and the paint and her, just her expression. If you compare that, say, to the Collector's Edition statue, it looks a lot more faint, and the paint is definitely not up to the same level of detail. You can see it in her eyes, and the quality of the hair, it's more plasticky, more kind of fake looking, if you will. So, and that's what you get usually with these collector's edition statues. They're cool for display, and I really like them, as you could probably tell from the channel. But they're just not up to the same level of what you get in real statues. Even this being a slightly less expensive, smaller statue, the quality is just higher. So let's go ahead and put her in her base here, like so. And here's her bow arm, which looks to magnetize right in here. Let's see the best way. Yep. Okay, and then this tiny little piece looks to be the actual arrow is in its own separate packaging, probably because they didn't want it to get bent or broken in any type of shipping, which is understandable. So, and it looks to go right in like this and slot in. Exactly. That's it. That's a simple, quick 3-piece statue. Nothing like some of the bigger ones you get, which will take you, 15 minutes to set up properly. So, there you have it. Dark Horse, Last of Us 2, Ellie with bow statue. I didn't actually look to see if these are still available right now. Like I said, I'm pretty sure they sold out a few months ago, but you may want to check online, of course. From a weight standpoint, like I've already said, yeah, definitely higher quality, definitely heavier than the collector's edition statue, better detail, which is a little bit disappointing, right? Because if you're someone like me that likes to display these, and I actually have a little setup for The Last of Us with various things, with prints and steel books and everything else, if you look at these from kind of afar, they almost look like they're part of the same set, which is good. But definitely when you get up close to them and you're going to compare them side by side, this one is of a much higher quality. In fact, you can even see this has a textured painted polystone base, which you may be able to see, right there. You can kind of see some of the detail, whereas this tries to mimic it, but a lot of this is just flat plastic. You can see that right there. So little details like that, and you get what you pay for, right? This came as part of a $200 set, and this was almost that by itself. So that's just really the nature of the game. So if you have any questions, as always, please leave a comment. I usually say if I would recommend this. So for the price, $179.99, it is, at least in America, North America, that's about what you would expect for this size statue and this quality statue. Most of the ones I look at, from the Master Chief to other sideshow ones that are $400 or $500, are about double this size. So again, double the price. And then once you get into the higher quality, higher detail, like the Prime 1 Witcher statues I've looked at, which are $700 and $800, they are double the size with much more expansive bases and additional items. So again, it's all you get what you pay for. But if you're looking for a Last of Us 2 collector's item, you really like the game, you love the franchise, you love Ellie as a character, these are really neat. They're great for display, and for what you get, it's really nice. So happy with this piece. Answer any questions, please let me know. Thanks as always for tuning into Season Gaming, and stay tuned. We've got a lot more coming up in the near future in terms of collectibles and statues. Thank you.